Hey there, welcome to The Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're joining us today. So, listen, if you've ever felt completely stuck trying to speak English, like your brain is suddenly operating on ancient dial up internet, well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're exploring a total game changer. We're talking about unlocking true language fluency by fundamentally shifting how your brain actually processes English. Seriously, we aren't just talking about memorizing flashcards or drilling more vocabulary. No way. We're talking about rewiring your mental pathways so you can think directly in the language. It's huge. Okay, let's dive into this and look at our roadmap for breaking this habit. First, the mental translation trap. Second, how to start thinking in English. Third, master daily speaking techniques. Fourth, create an English environment. And finally, number 5, prioritizing progress over perfect grammar. Part 1. The mental translation trap and why we hesitate. It is a completely universal experience, isn't it? I mean, why do we freeze when speaking English? You've studied the words, you absolutely know the grammar rules, but the second you step up to actually have a conversation, boom, everything just comes to a grinding halt. You freeze up. The frustration is incredibly real, and honestly, it's something almost every language learner faces. But why does this happen? What's actually going on up there during that super awkward pause? Well, it's not a lack of intelligence, and it's definitely not that you just forgot the words. You're experiencing what we can call a mental traffic jam. Your brain is just trying to do way too many complex calculations all at the exact same time. Think about it. You hear the English, you translate it to your native language, you formulate your reply in that native language, and then you try to translate that entire reply back into English. Phew, it's exhausting just talking about it. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what I mean. Going from your native language to translation and then to speaking, well, that is a slow, winding detour. Every single time you insert that middle step of translating, you're adding this massive cognitive load to your brain. It creates a huge processing delay. But look at the alternative. Thinking in English directly to speaking. That right there, that is the express lane. Cutting out the translation step entirely reduces that cognitive load, completely removes the hesitation, and honestly, gives you that natural conversational speed we're all after. All right, part 2. Start thinking in English, the action plan. It is time to shift gears here, because this is exactly where the magic happens. We know the problem, so let's get into the solution. Our source material highlights a core mantra, and it's this: think in English, stop translating. I really want you to internalize this one. This isn't just a quick tip, it's the fundamental mindset shift required for actual effortless fluency. You kind of have to make this conscious, deliberate choice to stop relying on your native tongue as a crutch. But I hear you. How do you just start thinking in a totally different language? It sounds a bit like trying to force yourself to dream in color, right? Well, thankfully, there's a process for it. Let's walk through what we call the ladder method. Step 1, you start incredibly small. Literally just name single objects around you. See a cup on your desk? In your head, just think cup. Not the translation of cup in your native language, just cup. Easy enough, right? Step 2, you scale it up a bit and describe your daily actions. So as you're making breakfast, think to yourself, I am pouring coffee. Then step 3 is where it really comes together. You start forming basic real-time sentences, something like, the coffee is hot. By starting small and climbing this ladder step by step, you are literally building your direct thinking muscle. Moving on to part 3, master daily speaking techniques, real-world scenarios. Now, knowing the theory is great and all, but taking this basic ladder framework and actually applying it to everyday situations, that is what bridges the gap between just learning a language and really living it. An absolutely crucial concept here is visual thinking. This is the secret sauce for real-time speed. The core idea is associating English words directly with images or concepts in your mind, completely bypassing your native language entirely. If you see a dog running in the park, your brain shouldn't pull up your native word for dog and then translate it. No, your brain should just see the animal, and the concept dog lights up instantly. You're cutting your native language completely out of the loop. To actually make this visual thinking a habit, you really need mental rehearsal. Think about these 3 super common environments. If you're out shopping, mentally name the groceries as they go right into your cart. Apples, bread, milk. Or if you're traveling, try narrating the directions and sights to yourself. Turn left, go straight. And if you're getting ready to hang out with friends, just rehearse a few common questions in your head before you even say them out loud. Mentally preparing for these scenarios basically eliminates that fear of making mistakes, simply because you've already practiced the whole conversation in the safe space of your own mind. Part 4. Create an English environment, 24/7 immersion. One of the biggest excuses I hear from people is, well, I don't live in an English-speaking country, so I just can't get immersed. Guys, that is totally false in today's world. You have the power to surround yourself with the language right now, literally from your couch. So the crucial point is how you deliberately design your digital and physical environment. Check out these highly practical, scalable habits. First off, switch your phone and app languages to English right now. Seriously, we stare at our screens hundreds of times a day. Make that time work for you. Second, watch English videos and explainers regularly. I mean, hey, you're already doing this one, so great job. And third, practice daily self-talk out loud. Just chat with yourself in the shower or during your commute in English. These might seem like tiny tweaks, but they forcefully keep your brain in English mode all day long, massively accelerating those direct thinking abilities. And finally, part 5, progress over perfect grammar, the final push. All right, this is where we need to tackle the massive mental barrier of perfectionism. It's where so many talented learners accidentally self-sabotage. Listen closely. You have got to give yourself permission to be imperfect. Let's really contrast these two mindsets. On one side, we have prioritizing communication. This just means your number one goal is simply to be understood. And when you prioritize communication, you naturally build up your confidence. On the flip side, we have obsessing over grammar. This is where you freeze mid-sentence, panicking over whether to use the past perfect or simple past. And what does that cause? Hesitation, stuttering, frustration. The reality, native speakers make grammatical errors literally all the time, but they don't just stop talking. Fluency comes with consistent practice, not pausing to run some mental grammar check every 5 seconds. Consistency and confidence build fluency, not grammatical perfection. You just got to keep moving forward. That is your ultimate takeaway from the sources today. Getting your point across to the person you're speaking with, that is the true victory. The accuracy, the flawless grammar, the totally perfect vocabulary, all of that stuff is absolutely going to follow with time and exposure. But here's the catch. It will only follow if you're actually opening your mouth and speaking without fear. So I want to leave you with a quick challenge. Look around your room, wherever you happen to be right now. Look away from the screen for a second. What object around you can you name in English right at this very moment? Remember, don't translate it. Just look at it and let the English word pop right into your mind. Do it the second this explainer ends. Build that ladder, stay firmly in the express lane, and I promise you, you'll watch your fluency totally soar. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I'll catch you on the next one.